Hello from our second day in Washington. So we are staying somewhere in North Bethesda, and we are coming to city every other day when the weather is beautiful. And today we will discover Georgetown, the historic neighborhood of Washington. So they say it's a very historic town, but I think it's around 100 or maybe 200 years old tops. But still, we are eager to explore it. I think we will be walking to Georgetown from DuPont Circle metro station because I
Why
think it's the the last metro station where you can, get off to walk to Georgetown. You can take a bus from here, but we prefer walking because it's sunny and a beautiful weather today. We will walk down the M Street. But before arriving to Georgetown, I think we will pass by Julia Child's home when she lived in Washington. So our first stop will be her house when she started preparing her cookbooks. So we watched the movie, so we are eager to see the house, and then we will make our way to Georgetown in Washington. So we are in Washington because we found some pet sitting deals here, and after Miami we wanted to see a new city. So this is our first time in Washington, but we are still arguing if it was a good idea to be here during the winter. As you can see, we always find ourselves in these situations. So next time, hopefully, we will remember to visit places in the summertime because we are not fans of winter. Now we are passing a bridge, and then I think we're gonna be heading to the west by the water. And Georgetown is by the sea, and there are some waterfront buildings and waterfront shopping malls. So hopefully, we're gonna have a good time if it's not too windy. So we are now in the start of Olive Street. This is our first stop. Olive Street's first house, the yellow one here, as you can see, it was Julia Child's house when she lived here, when she was working on the cookbooks. I think, as we remember, her husband was some kind of a politician or some kind of a government employee, so they were living here in the city. She was living in this house, so I don't remember the place of this house in the movie, but I definitely remember her and her efforts for a good cookbook for Americans. So let's go see the house from the front now. We are now on our way to our second stop in Georgetown. It will be the Washington Harbor Shopping Mall and the House of Sweden next to it. When we are there, we will see a shopping mall by the seaside and the embassies of Sweden and Iceland. You know, there is a possibility that we can go to Iceland from here, which is not nice when you think about the cold. have made it to our second stop, Sweden House, which is the embassy of Sweden and Iceland. And I think they have some free exhibitions inside, and the architecture itself is also important because it is resembling the Nordic Scandinavian architecture of the North Europe. Also, just across it by the seaside, here is the Washington Harbor shopping mall, which is a spot to be when you're in Washington. Now also you can see the sea, or kind of a canal, the sea coming inside the city, and there is a path where the shoppers and guests of Washington Harbor can walk. Now we will make our way there, but I want to explore the Sweden House a little bit more. Has been a mistake. Today is a Monday, and apparently the exhibitions in the House of Sweden are open only on Saturdays and Sundays. During the weekdays it's only appointments for the embassy. I think we're gonna have to come back on the weekend to see the exhibitions, but it's okay. It gives us more time to explore the shopping mall and spend some time in a shopping mall. Let's go to the mall. After only briefly browsing the shopping mall, because it wasn't a shopping mall, it was a restaurant mall, I think. Now we are making our way back to M Street. M Street is the main shopping center street of Georgetown, and we are now going there. It's only, I think, 2 or 3 blocks from the sea, and we will explore the main street by walking, as always. Full of shops and restaurants. It's a beautiful place. There weren't many people on the streets, but still it was a busy street. Maybe at nights it's better because of the lighting. And now we are making our way to the Exorcist steps, the famous steps from the movie Exorcist. So these are the Exorcist steps from the movie, where the priest comes down to meet the exorcist child. It is kind of steep, and we learned that the Washington citizens, they love to, do jogging and exercise on these steps, but I think it's a heart attack for us, so we are not even climbing a few steps. We're just gonna take some pictures and have dinner. We are now on N Street, and this is number 3307, 3307. So this was where J.F. Kennedy was living when he was running for president. We just want to see it because it's close by, and just to imagine where he was. Actually, you can take a tour of about the history of J.F. Kennedy here, but today we are only doing Georgetown. So here is his old house. After exploring Georgetown, now we are waiting for our bus, which will take us to an Iranian restaurant in the Pankwater section of the city, I think. So it was a nice day out here in Georgetown. Wow, he's like 3 meters tall. Hey! Another different mind, let's say. And now we are waiting for the bus. Exploring Georgetown was enjoyable today. M Street was nice, and I hope there won't be much traffic. See you!